You know, Keefe, I can see, man, that he hired the mayor of Las Vegas, his son, as his attorney.
Smart man.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
As long as he get this busy.
He got Ross Goodman. Do you think, do y'all think that the LAPD kind of try to set this nigga up, man, a little bit?
Sure.
Or by former Compton, you know, like the Compton Police Department?
Man, Red's been talking about he gonna get the nigga. Red's talking about he gonna get the nigga on all the little pods. The white man, what's his brother's name that you be talking to all the time?
Greg.
Red K. They been all out for him. So, you know, I could believe it. They be mad.
Gangster Chornicles, this is not your average show.
But back to Keefe, I told you that this nigga was going to jail, dog. You can't sit on TV and talk about murdering a nigga all the time, man.
Man, that's not why he went to jail, man. But it's all
get
good.
some real time.
I'm gonna tell you what they did. My nigga, to this nigga. They got just enough calls to go up in this nigga's house and leave a wire up in that motherfucker. And he was up in there talking about that shit, and bingo, they caught his ass, popped him.
I don't know. I feel bad for Keith, dog.
I know I don't want to see no nigga go to jail, but dog, he was talking like he didn't give a f. Greg Caden had that nigga, and you know the thing is, I think he violated his proffer agreement when he kept talking about this.
Well, the profit would be a federal versus Nevada. So Nevada still got a right to kind of get on it, but I mean, whatever.
That's what I said. Because you hear talking, that ain't got shit to do about what they do in a state over. That's where the crime happened. Yeah. So you can come here and tell Greg every thing. It don't mean a damn thing when it comes to the state of Nevada.
We just got to pray for the nigga, man. It's a tough out, you know what I mean? And whatever God got in plan is what God got in plan. So I hope the best for the brother. He, you know, he's 60.
Yeah, because he kind of sick too, man. You know, and that would be up for him to spend his last
you could tell. Yeah, you could tell like he probably dealing with some things and all that, and then they just caught him at a vulnerable time, and everybody taking advantage of it, and he probably looked at it as an opportunity to get something out of it, you know what I'm saying? And then the universe is doing its thing.
Yeah, he wrote a book about that. Dog. I read, y'all read his
book? OJ did it first.
Nah, I never read his book.
Yeah,
OJ book wrote his book.
You know what's so cold, dog?
OJ wrote a book, said if I did it.
Rex, you right, such a cold nigga, man, because he had I don't know how he got a copy of this. He sent me a copy of the book when the nigga was about to put his book out.
You read the whole thing?
It was interesting as a motherfucker. Yeah, I read it. It was interesting.
I just pray for him because it's all right with me, man. He
wasn't no, you know, he came out of Hunter Bryant. He came up to the mansion a couple of times, didn't he? He was up there.
Right, man.
I didn't want to interview him about that shit. I didn't want to talk about it, dog. I thought he was going to look, and I told him, I said, my nigga, why you keep talking on TV about this? You not worried about them people coming to snatch your ass up? He said, they can't do shit to me. I didn't pull the mother trigger. I think he's a patsy in all this shit, to be honest with you.
God damn it. Eiht just said you a conspiracy theorist. How is he a patsy?
He didn't pull the trigger.
Nigga, it's a felony murder. Nigga, if me and you go lay somebody down,
right.
everybody go to prison for murder.
You coming right along with me.
It don't work that way. It don't matter.
You could be sitting in the back of the car talking about, nigga, I was drinking a 7-Up and didn't know shit.
And
all I heard was pop, pop, and nigga, I'm sitting in the back seat.
Jail.
You know something? You going right along.
Years
unless you jumped out the car right there and ran to the police station and said, hey, this nigga just killed a motherfucker. And I ain't know nothing. That's the only way you, but if you sit there in the back seat and you just ride along with a nigga, you going down for murder too. You ain't got to pull the trigger. You ain't got to give a nigga a bullet, a shell, or nothing. All you got to do is be sitting in the car with me when I bust on a motherfucker. That's it.
But you know one thing that Greg Caden told me that was very interesting about that whole I asked him a couple questions. I ain't gonna go into what I asked him. He said the only nigga that didn't snitch over there was Chud. He said he's the only one that didn't say nothing about nothing.
Shout out to Chud.
They didn't say nothing about nothing, dog. That means everybody else was, you know.
I mean, because sometimes niggas street code. Niggas be thinking street is a fabrication, but some niggas, nigga, I don't need to tell a nigga. I'm gonna go send some niggas to get them niggas. I mean, I got the power to do it. I've been doing it. You get me? Like, it's no secret. So why am I gonna testify against a nigga?
You know what I think all this is the result from, to be real with you? I think when you put that Tupac Must Die out, I don't know why niggas thought that was such a revelation when you released that video.
I mean, you know what's funny? I just was telling and joking with them niggas. I'm like, man, if they ever played that, I'd quit rapping. That would break my heart. But really, even when I took it to him and I showed it to him, and, you know, I asked him before I put it out, I ain't just do it, because, you know, it's a situation that the homie Freaky Dre, rest in peace.
People.
The homie Freaky Dre, rest in peace, right? Lane, rest in peace. T died. So Keefe was the only person to talk to, and he had been talking about it. So it didn't seem as crazy. But now I kind of look and I be like, damn. You know what's funny? I'm just in a weird place. Like, just how we come up, I don't know if justice, like I can't see regular justice no more like that. Because we got our own set of rules that we play by. So whatever God got in store for Keefe, you know what I mean? I just pray he survive whatever is going on, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't a bad dude. Like, I get it, the world could talk, but dude always been solid. He always did right by me or by people I knew.
He ain't never done nothing wrong to me either. He was actually a cool nigga.
Yeah, so I look on the internet and I see certain niggas celebrating it, you know what I mean? If that's your thing, that's your thing.
But I don't know how you celebrate another nigga going in jail. You gotta be the worst kind of foul, though, just to be.
The fans and, you know,
I get them,
you know
and
what?
then you go, and then
I'm not talking about fans.
well, you know, you got those Pac affiliates. You know, that was my boy. That was my dude. That was, you know.
I even get them feeling like, my point is how we came up, dog. Like, if a nigga did something to my boy, I don't want him to go to jail because I need him to be around so I can get to him. So, you know, however people see it, if some people feel justice, that's their sense of justice, and whatever happened is how it happened. You know what I mean? But again, like, it's just a tough situation for Keefe, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a real point, like, he's 60, you know what I mean? He's sick. And, you know, that's how the law system works. So,
And they waited to all this time, my nigga. They waited a long ass time to come and snatch that man up. You know, it seemed like if they was gonna do something, it would have been done a long time ago.
whatever.
Yeah, man, it ain't no
I
time.
think for the fact that people wouldn't let it die is just what just kept it going.
And Nevada could have been embarrassed.
You know, it was just like, motherfuckers just could not let it alone. You know what I'm saying? Usually, typically, you know what I'm saying, when it's a death or something like that, when it comes to the neighborhood or some shit like that, we trying to handle it in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed because of Tupac and his popularity, and you know what I'm saying, because even though we got the Biggie murder and shit, it just was like niggas would not let it go. I don't know if it was LA in the streets or the neighborhoods or whatever, and because a lot of niggas knew actually what happened, motherfuckers just wanted to keep speaking on it and keep bringing it up, and it's like, let the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their opinions about it, but niggas like, you want to go on podcasts and start speaking about, you know, and who was in the car, and
Definitely some crazy
like, it's that's unheard of. Like, you wouldn't do.
It's crazy, you're right, because I was thinking about it like only we knew.
Yeah.
And then, like, even what empowered me to make this song is it was like everybody was talking about it publicly, and I'm like, that's like the first time I think I ever saw that happen. Mm-hmm. Where, like, outside of like what happened with Trayvon Martin, where we all know who killed him. I mean, we don't really ever, like, even OJ is a question. Like, you like, yeah, he might have killed this lady, but you're not sure. Like,
right.
Trayvon Martin, like how we know Zimmerman killed him. He sold the gun and all that, right? And It's funny, right? So you see all that. He done sold the gun. He be doing interviews and all that, and nobody is, you know, again, it's one of them things. It ain't never been nothing like this. So I think it's one of those tough. I still don't know who killed Biggie. I hear all these rumors. I done heard about 3 names. And
Exactly.
Gangster Chornicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chornicles, this is not your average show.